Hi IT lovers, welcome to my Trilingual ECDL e-learning tutorials, further with Advanced Access #1 Part 5 today. Let's finish the practice of the demo test from easyforme.at in German with English and French translation of the questions as usual. A sample test containing 15 questions, and now the last ones of our exercise called Klangforum, the number 13, 14, and 15. Don't run away now. We're almost done. Let's do this. All right, my friend. Back to our instructions. Let's scroll down straight to the question number 13. Let's start. Frage Nummer 13. Weisen Sie im Formular Ankaufformular der Schaltfläche neuen Titel eingeben, das bereits vorhandene Makro neuen Titel eingeben zu. Das Makro ist beim Klicken auf diese Schaltfläche auszuführen. Now the English translation of question number 13. In the form called the Ankaufformular, assign the existing macro called Neuen Titel eingeben to the button called also Neuen Titel eingeben. The macro must be executed when this button is clicked. Alors maintenant en français, la traduction de la question numéro 13. Dans le formulaire nommé Ankaufformular, affectez la macro existante qui s'appelle Neuen Titel eingeben au bouton du même titre, donc Neuen Titel eingeben. La macro doit être exécutée lorsque vous cliquez sur ce bouton. Now, let's go and perform that question. Yes, here back to our exercise. Klangforum, I already have saved it. Okay, now let's open the gallery of the forms. And this is the first one we need. Ankaufformular is right here. We double click, we open it, and this is how it looks like. And there is a button called Neuen Titel eingeben. This is the one they're talking about, you see. Okay, in order to do what we have to do, we have to take a look at the macro also on the left pane here by macros. And there is also a macro with the same title, Neuen Titel eingeben. I hope you see it. It's right here. Now we can go to the design view. Let's go to the design view. And here we are. Okay, so we have to click on this button, Neuen Titel eingeben. This is what we need in order to make this event happen. That's an event. We have to, of course, go on the ribbon and choose tab property sheet in order to do that. And here we are. I hope you can see the left pane right. So right now, by default, we land on the tab data in the property sheet. And we want to go by event. And this is the name of the button here called Befehl 19. The Befehl 19 is this button called Neuen Titel eingeben. And here on the tab event, on the first row where it's written on click, we just have to go and click by the drop down arrow here to choose the macro. So we click in here and we choose the one called exactly the same Neuen Titel eingeben. We select it and we're good. Basically, this is all we have to do. Now that it's done, we go back to our form view. And when we click on it, something's gonna happen. So let's do that. And this is what happened. Okay, there is a form created. This is exactly what we wanted. All right, we are already good with question number 13. So best is always to just go ahead and close the forms. Of course, we make sure we save and we are good. I can just collapse again the macro. You know, I like it really clean when it comes to database. All right, let's go back to our instructions for the question number 14. Jetzt Frage Nummer 14. A. Bearbeiten Sie den gruppierten Bericht Ankauf. Ändern Sie das Textfeld neben Summe der Rechnungsbeträge kumuliert, so dass eine laufende Summe errechnet wird. B. Formatieren Sie dieses Textfeld im Euro-Format. Now, English translation of question number 14. A. Edit the grouped report called Ankauf. Change the text box next to Summe der Rechnungsbeträge kumuliert to calculate a running total. And then B. Format this text box in Euro format. Maintenant, en français, ça donne question numéro 14. A. Modifier le rapport groupé nommé Ankauf. Modifier la zone de texte située près de Summe der Rechnungsbeträge kumuliert pour calculer un total cumulé. B. Formater cette zone de texte en euros. All right, let's go and perform the question 14AB. All right, back to our exercise. Now we have to open the reports. So, and there is only one report, and this is the one called Ankauf, of course. We open it, and it's a grouped one. Well, it's like little now. Let me make it a little bigger. Well, it's too big right now. So, all right. So let's take a look at it. 26 pages. Okay, now let's go straight to our design view to go and do that. It's already open on the property sheet. It's the same thing. We have to always use the tab property sheet for that kind of question. But right now I don't see exactly this text. Okay, here it is. This is the text Summe der Rechnungsbeträge kumuliert, and we have to put our running sum right here. Remember, I said the text box next to Summe der Rechnungsbeträge kumuliert. So now we go back to the tab property sheet in order to do that. And this time it's not going to be an event. I think it's data. Well, this text box is called text 29, as you can see. Okay. Now I did click tab data, but I don't see no running sum. So it must be by, I think we were on the tab format. We were here, I guess, yes. This is where we need to be on the tab data here. And as you can already see, not the first row, not the second, it's the third row. We have something called running sum, or running total actually, but it's running sum. And it's standing no. All we have to do is to get a yes. Well, over group or overall. They didn't specify, so we just put overall. They didn't say over group. So now let's go and take a look at how it looks like. I know we can also do that under layout view. Let's go on the layout view to take a look at it. So we scroll down. Yes, to the end, so we can see what happened. And here it is. We don't see. Yes, we see something. Okay, here we have Pro Stilrichtung. This is the group, and this is a total 51744, and this one we have to format in euro. So as we click here, still under property sheet, also under the layout view we can do that. At least let's try. I think it's going to work. And here the first row is called format, and this is exactly what we want. We are under tab format, and first row is format. So we come here and we choose Euro, and here we have it. Voilà le résultat, comme on dit en français. I think we are good now with question number 14. So let's go back to our report view, and we just close it. And of course, we want to save our work always. All right, so we are good with the report at the moment, or maybe we shouldn't have closed it. Let me go back to the question and see, or else we are just going to reopen it. Let's go back to our questions for the last question of the exercise, number 15. Frage Nummer 15 a. Bericht Ankauf. Innerhalb der Gruppen soll nicht nach Komponist sortiert werden, sondern aufsteigend nach Titel. B. Entfernen Sie den Seitenumbruch zwischen den Gruppen. Schließen Sie die Datenbank und beenden Sie alle laufenden Programme. All right, now English translation of the last question of our exercise, question number 15a. Still on the report called Ankauf. Within the groups, it should not be sorted by componist, but in ascending order by title. B. Remove the page break between the groups, close the database and stop all running programs. En français, ça donne question numéro 15a, toujours dans le même rapport nommé Ankauf. Au sein des groupes, le tri ne doit pas être fait à partir de l'étiquette nommée componiste, mais par ordre croissant à partir de celui nommé title. B. Supprimer le saut de page entre les groupes. Fermer la base de données et arrêter tous les programmes en cours d'exécution. Now, let's go and perform it. The last one of the day. All right, back to our exercise. I knew we were not done with this report. Let's open it again. Okay. Let's make it a little bigger again. Okay. And now we switch again to the design view. And here it is. As you can see down here, we have group, sort, and total. And here it's grouped by Bezeichnung. And we want to sort. It's sort by componist, you see. And we want to change the sorting area. And we click again in the drop down arrow and we choose, instead of componist, you see, we are going to choose title. Now, as you can see, it's sorted by title, but they want it in ascending, like with A on top. It was already like this by default, so we are fine. So we have done the sorting stuff. Now we have to go ahead and remove the page break between the groups. And in order to do that, again, we go by our fave tab called the property sheet. We click on it. And now here we have to choose the Gruppen, I think it's the Gruppenkopf, huh? the group header. And we do that. And we have to switch to, we are already under the right tab, under the tab format. As you can see here, there is a row called the fourth new page, which is the page break actually. And here it's called before section. This is actually as it's supposed to be, the page break before section. And here we have to choose none. We don't want no page break no more. That's why we choose none. And I think we should do it also by the Gruppenfuß. But I think maybe it's already done there. Now let's go and take a look. And here, yes, as you can see here, it's already none by Gruppenfuß. So we have nothing to do anymore. We don't have to go by Berichtfuß or etc. Let's put it like this: where there is the word group, this is where you go. All right, we are good with question number 15, meaning we have finished the exercise, right? Let's go back to the report view, or even better under the layout view. This is where you see that you don't have no more page break between groups. So you scroll and you see there is no more page break between the groups. Okay, now we can just close the report and we save, of course, and we are good. We have finished our wonderful exercise called Klangforum. Let me go ahead and collapse everything again and save. Okay, of course we want to save. All right, you all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And the rest is coming next if God's willing. Of course, it's going to be another exercise.